Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub, and we have got a brand new beer that's just gone into Morrisons as of early December 2022. The beer, and it makes me excited, is from Northern Monk. Well, probably, if I'm going to drink supermarket craft beer, it's from these guys generally. There are some others out there that do a really good job, but I think Northern Monk probably nail it the best for me. They've put some big stouts recently into the supermarket. Northern Monk, they've done the North Star 3, which I wasn't that bothered about, the Dolce Leche, and Stranic, the Imperial Stout. I haven't had that one yet, and to be honest, I'll probably get around to it when I do. So I was quite shocked to see another big stout from Northern Monk go into Morrisons. It was £5 a can. It's in a 440. It's 10%, and it is called Heaven, a chocolate, vanilla and maple Imperial Stout, which has a beautiful can wrap. Absolutely beautiful. I love maple, so when I saw this I was like, oh my god, yeah, I need a bit of this in my life. Yeah, Northern Monk just smash it in the supermarket, don't they? I think, you know, I've got to be careful what I say here a little bit, because a lot of the smaller breweries are going out of business at the moment, and I would never push anyone towards a supermarket rather than a smaller brewery or an independent bottle shop or anything like that. But the reality is the supermarkets do represent pretty decent value for money. I mean, to be honest, a year ago, had I been standing here a year ago, I'd have been talking about that value for money being even better. I do think that the supermarkets slightly have dropped the standard a little bit. Maybe that's a cost thing, cost of production thing. I don't know. But Northern Monk seemed to retain a good level all the way through. Wasn't standard procedure on this channel, isn't it? Let's just put this phone on silent, because the WhatsApp chats are just going absolutely bonkers. I can't even remember where I was now. Can't remember where I was. Anyway, let's start again. Well, let's not start again, but you know what I mean. Northern Monk, I feel, do really well in the bottle shops. In the supermarkets, and I think they do well in the bottle shops. So yeah, let's get this open. It's a maple, vanilla and chocolate stout, which sounds incredible. It's going to be full of additions and adjuncts, of course it is, but it's Christmas. It's probably no coincidence they've put this beer out at this time of year. Let's get her open and into a glass, if I can. There you go. Yeah, £5 a can. Probably about right for an Imperial Stout in the supermarket. Imperial Stout, if had this been in the bottle shop, you're probably looking at upwards of £6.50, £7. Let's see what we get. Northern Monk do generally nail the mouthfeel, the oily, kind of thick, decadent mouthfeel on their stouts. Although I have to say, this does look a bit thinner. There we go. And that is the beer in the glass. Jet black beer, no light bleeding through at all. We've got a 2.5 finger brown head. Can't see the carbonation because it's just so dark. Let's get an aroma. Let's see what we get. Come on, be good, please. And my one criticism of Northern Monk when they do these adjuncty stouts is they're very sweet. They are very, very sweet. They're always sweet. And obviously with chocolate, vanilla and maple in there, of course it's going to be sweet. But I don't want that sweetness overriding the body of the beer. The roasted malts, that's what makes a stout, isn't it? Let's see if we can get any of that roasted malt character through the plethora of what promises to be a brilliant combination of adjuncts. Straight away, yeah, it's in there. The roasted malt's in there. That's the first thing I'm picking up. Chocolate, obviously. The vanilla's in there, but I'm not getting a lot of the maple there. It is in there, but it's not whacking me in the face. But it's a rich roasted. It's ever so slightly smoky. They wouldn't have used smoked malts in this beer, but it's ever so slightly smoky. Malt characteristic in this beer. Smells absolutely lovely. Cheers, everybody. Let's go in. Definitely get that 10%. Trying to get the maple. Oh, there it is. There it is. Right at the back. So let's be entirely honest. It's all about the chocolate in this beer. The initial flavour is rich chocolate. The middle of this beer is where the dark chocolate comes in, the roasted malts most likely. There is a subtle hint of milky coffee, think like latte for instance. And that's where the vanilla is. And then right at the back and only now, you do get maple, but it is smoky for me. It's not a rich, indulgent American syrup on your pancakes maple. It's a very smoky, rich, sophisticated maple in a way. But I have to say they've smashed it again. And what's nice about this beer, I said it before, I was worried it would be too sweet, but there's a lovely roasted, and I'm going to go back to it again, slightly smoky backbone that runs all the way through this beer. So when you get chocolate, it's not overly sweet. When you get that vanilla, it's kind of with the dark roasted malts, and then the maple at the end, smoky maple. It's not a sugar bomb the same way as the Dulce Leche North Star 3 was. Look at the lace, look at the glass. I mean, proper beer. And one thing I didn't come across didn't tell you about was the mouthfeel. Low carbonation, thick mouthfeel. It's not sort of yogurt like but there's certainly a fair bit of bite in that mouthfeel, and it just looks fantastic in the glass. And it smells amazing, absolutely amazing. There's a slight sweetness, ever so slight sweetness where it really comes in the most at the end of the first phase of this beer with the chocolate. But straight away the malts come in to really, the bitterness starts to override that sweetness very quickly, and then you're into a lovely smoky maple at the end. It's lovely. That's really good. That is really good. Take the vocation barrel aged thing out of the equation, because that's a barrel aged beer. It's going to be slightly different. This is the best stout, Imperial Stout. This is the best Imperial Stout, non-barrel aged in the supermarket for me. This is the best Imperial Stout that Vocation have done in the supermarket, and I haven't tried Stranic. So Stranic might be absolutely insane, but this is an absolute masterpiece from Northern Monk. I did say Vocation. This is an absolute masterpiece from Northern Monk. How many times have I said Vocation in this video? It's just class. The lovely kind of bit of bar in the drip down the can. The lovely kind of matte can art. The ABV, the additions that are in the beer, it's just class from start to finish. And the way the additions are in the beer is class. It's not just a sugar bomb. There's so much to like about this beer. That is a 5 out of 5 every single day of the week. The best stout, the best Imperial Stout that's in the supermarket right now, barring the Vocation barrel aged. What a beer. £5 as well. £5's a lot of money, don't get me wrong. £5 for that. It's a full 40 can. It is still a lot of money for a beer. But this is a beer. This isn't a beer that you'll buy 4 or 5 cans of and do them all in a night and do it over, drink with your mates or whatever. And I always say it, this is where I drink Imperial Stouts. This beer is where you want to stick on, what's that repeat TV show, W, where they show all the Louis Theroux remakes. This is a beer where you watch Louis Theroux and enjoy over the space of an hour. Masterpiece, Northern Monk, love it. Yeah, what can I say? 5 out of 5, love it. It's just so much more sophisticated than some of the Northern Monk stuff that have been putting out, especially that Dolce Leche thing. Yeah, that's excellent. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Like I say, this is available in Morrisons as of early December 2022. If I've got it in my little rubbish Morrisons down the road, you've certainly got it in yours, the one near you. I recommend you go and pick it up. Yeah, it's absolutely delicious. Get in the comments, let me know what you think. I don't know if this beer's existed before. I think Northern Monk did a run of Heaven beers before. I don't know if this was in it, if this is a brand new beer for Morrisons or whatever, I don't know. But it's absolutely delicious. Like and subscribe if you'd be so kind. I will see you on the next one. Cheers.